Hi, and welcome back to our Bible Reader's Companion. We're continuing to look at Philippians chapters 1 and 2. Today, specifically, I want to consider Paul's situation. We know that he's in prison at this time. This is one of the prison epistles. He's in Rome, he's under house arrest, he's chained to a palace guard. His right to move about has been revoked. And yet, consider what he says in verse 12 of chapter 1. But I want you to know, brethren, that the things which happened to me have actually turned out for the furtherance of the gospel, so that it has become evident to the whole palace guard and to all the rest that my chains are in Christ. And most of the brethren in the Lord, having become confident by my chains, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. God has turned this awful situation around. Paul's suffering, and yet God is using it to spread the gospel. Those palace guards who have been chained to Paul have heard Paul preach and teach. Those who are out in the world are continuing to preach and teach because they're encouraged by Paul's example. A lot of us in the world today are suffering. There's a pandemic going on. We're not able to move about freely as we were before. A lot of awful things are happening in our society, and many of us are suffering on some physical or personal level. And yet, despite our sufferings, God has turned it around. Do you see that in your life? Can you think of an example where you've been suffering either recently or in the past, and yet God used that in some way to spread the gospel or to be glorified in some way? Let's think about that. Let's praise God for that today, because he can turn any bad situation into something good. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook for more content like this.